Looks like this week for President Trump, the focus is on Minnesota and, of course, its controversial Governor Tim Walz and the controversial Congresswoman Ilhan Omar. According to the latest that I have, the Border Czar Tom Homan has said that Ilhan Omar is indeed under investigation for immigration fraud. I have a small clip here thanks to Newsmax. I'm going to play that thing in small portions, and then you can look at the entire video because I'm going to provide you the link in the reference sections. So everything that we said about Ilhan Omar, that she may have falsified her papers to get into United States. Getting in itself, there is a fraud involved, is the allegation that many are making, number one. Second, of marrying her own brother, that part is also going to be investigated. So listen to what the Border Czar is saying, and then I'll give you my 2 cents on the wrap up on this one. Here we go. Before we look at the video, a small request to all of you to please like this video, and if you have not already subscribed to our channel, do subscribe to our channel. Here we go.
The Border Czar Tom Homan joins us tonight to talk about Minnesota as well as a number of other issues. And sir, it's good to have you back on the show. Trump mentioning the Daily Mail reporting from 2020 that Ilhan Omar married her brother to get into the country. This was last week. Take a listen.
Look at their nation. Look how bad their nation is. It's not even a nation. It's just people walking around killing each other. They've taken billions and billions of dollars. They have a representative, Ilhan Omar, who they say married her brother. It's a fraud.
Calls that a fraud. It's a story that has never been successfully refuted, even though it's now a 5-year-old story. That's clearly a deportable offense. Is there an investigation into that?
You know, I just got advised by a fraud investigator the other day on that. I asked the question. We reviewed the file and says, there was immigration fraud involved. The statute of limitations became an issue in the last 4 years when this was first brought up. Who was president? Who ran DOJ? So pulling the records now, pulling the files, and we're looking at it. But this fraud investigator, who I know personally, one of the best fraud investigators in HSI, Homeland Security Investigations, said there's no doubt he reviewed the file. So I'm running that down this week, matter of fact, and we'll see.
Here, Tom Homan says that he is entrusting a very credited fraud investigator with the investigation of Ilhan Omar's fraud, and that he's running it down, which means they are going to check the facts and they will know more by the end of this week. So that is the first part. There is another interesting development here. That part is the stuff that's going to come now. Just listen to the next few seconds and I'll give you an update, because Tom Homan's accent may be a little bit difficult to follow. This is about percentage of people, Somalis in Minnesota, what percentage have illegally came in. That means they have falsified their papers.
It's tremendous that, I mean, and according to the Secretary, Kristi Noem of DHS, she said nearly 50% of the visas are fraudulent in this community. I mean, that would mean that half the Somali refugees are here in some way illegally. What's going to happen? Is something actually going to happen? Are there going to be people stripped of their visas, deported? Are we going to see that?
Absolutely. I mean, those days are over. Thank God President Trump's in the White House. We're going to look at all of them. I mean, we're going to look at those here illegally, of course. We're going to look at those here under a visa or some sort of, immigration process that are criminals. We're going to look at the national security threats. But those who came through a process that weren't properly vetted, didn't provide documentation.
What Tom Homan is saying is that they're going to look at everything in its complete entirety. How many people are having fake visas and what to do about them. You'll start seeing a lot of people disappearing from their addresses that is registered with the Immigration and Naturalization Services and the Homeland Security. I think INS shares that data with Homeland Security. You're going to see a lot of people missing, not here, not found, that sort of stuff, because this is truly a bombshell for those of the Somalian Americans who have falsified their papers to get into the country. Because remember, viewers, immigration fraud is for life. You cannot get away from that. You can't say, oh, the statute of limitations have run out on this. That's not applicable in this case. So I'm glad that some of the things that we have been highlighting in PGurus is being picked up in Washington, D.C. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to click on the bell button for notifications. Namaskar.